In tonight's episode of The Rookie, Officer Nolan and his rookie partner were working the night shift. A lot of people had covered for Nolan during his wedding and honeymoon, so now he was returning the favor by taking the night shift. Nolan didn't mind staying alert at night, but his rookie partner, Officer Selena Juarez, was struggling. She was so tired that she sometimes forgot to remove suspects from the car. Nolan saw this as a chance to help her learn and grow on the job. Turns out, the saying about freaks coming out at night is true. And now they're even carrying guns. They were alerted to gunshots in the neighborhood by Bailey, and Nolan's wife, who is a paramedic with the LA Fire Department, was the first to respond. She had to wait for the all clear from the cops before approaching the scene. Unfortunately, Selena made a rookie mistake by forgetting to clear a closet, where they found a woman dying from a gunshot wound. She assured everyone that the scene was safe after that. The paramedics were doing their thing when they heard a noise from the closet. Selena should have checked it out first, but luckily it wasn't a big deal. Turns out, it was just a little girl hiding in there. In the house, there were 3 adults. Sadly, 2 of them didn't make it. The third one needed help. No one was around to look after the little girl. Her dad and grandma were gone. Her mom was fighting for her life. There was no one else to step up. Nolan didn't want the girl to end up in foster care, so he and his wife decided to take care of her for now. They thought it would be no big deal since they knew what to expect. Nolan has been through this before. He did a good job raising his son. Bailey, on the other hand, was new to it, and only went along with it because she thought it was just a temporary thing. The little girl's name was Anna. The detectives were going to look into what happened to her family. No one knew if Anna had witnessed anything. Everyone was hopeful that she hadn't. They already had enough on their plate with the city in a frenzy. Sergeant Branford wasn't available to help because he was busy seeking justice. He used to be in the military, and one of his old buddies reached out to him about a guy they knew. The guy they knew had caused the deaths of 2 of their comrades when they served together. Branford's friend wanted to take revenge on the guy. Branford couldn't do that because he was now a cop. His friend had become a military lawyer. They both had a lot at stake if they killed the guy in cold blood. Branford just wanted to have a chat with the guy, but it didn't go anywhere. The guy thought he was invincible, like he was already dead. Branford signed off on a report, so he couldn't suddenly say he was lying. Ray was on high alert now, so they couldn't sneak up on him to take him out. Branford was still thinking about what to do when Nolan got a response from Luna Gay. Sergeant Gray's wife was the social worker for Anna's case. She told Nolan and Bailey that Anna's mom passed away after surgery. Anna didn't have anyone else, so normally she'd go to a center until they found family or a permanent home for her. Nolan suggested they keep Anna until they found a new home for her, but Bailey wasn't keen on the idea. They talked it over, and Bailey mentioned a bad experience she had babysitting that made her wary of being around kids. Bailey was watching her neighbor's little kid, and for a sec, she took her eyes off him. He ended up falling in the pool, but she got him out just in time. Now she's freaked out around kids and scared of screwing up again. Nolan tried to calm her down, saying everything would be fine. But then he had to deal with Oscar Hutchinson's lawsuit all day, leaving Bailey alone with Anna. Anna's old folks used to be into drugs, but turned their lives around after Anna was born. Her dad used to be in and out of jail until he found out about the pregnancy. They got a tenant to help with the bills, but that person vanished after some murders went down. The cops found the tenant and brought him in for questioning. Meanwhile, Anna managed to sneak away from Bailey for a bit, sending Bailey into a panic until she found Anna hiding in a closet. Anna's got a thing for hiding in closets. Bailey was shook from what went down. Nolan was MIA because he was working. He was there when the tenant spilled the beans about who offed the family. Turns out they scored big on a scratch-off ticket, $1,500 big. They blabbed to a buddy, and he went off the deep end, ending 3 lives for the cash. He went by the name Bad Rod. When the cops came for him, he opened fire, but Nolan took him down with a shot to the leg. Bad Rod got cuffed, and Bailey learned to cope with her trauma with a little help from Luna. The lawsuit against them got dropped because the finger of blame was pointed at the sheriff's office. Nolan came home to his kid. Before he split, he had a chat with Lucy. Lucy had a heart-to-heart with Bradford. Bradford couldn't spill the beans or it'd mess with her job. Lucy got heated with Bradford for keeping stuff from her and kicked him out. They haven't talked since. She turned to Nolan to help her convince Bradford to accept help, but he said it wasn't his place. Nolan and Bailey were considering taking in Anna for good, but Luna found Anna's uncle who wants custody of her.